Hi, Johnny. Oh, I'm sorry, Asia.
I'm not entirely sure what Johnny's doing at this point. I think he's posing.
Good, Asia.
Did you see it? Arrow accidentally dropped it. Oopsies! Mommy, look. Oh, you done?
Asia, what makes you afraid?
Semis?
Semi-trucks. Oh no. What else?
Storms?
Anything else?
Tigers?
Oh, tigers. Who's bigger than the tigers and the storms and the semis?
Waterfalls.
Waterfalls. Yeah, they're bigger. What about?
What is it? Tigers.
Jesus.
Tigers? Is lions. And also tractors, only some. Usually when there's lots of dark, and also I'm really scared of like lots of bugs, and I'm really scared of semis. A mushroom monster, for sure. City games.
Video games going wrong?
No matter what, and all the possible errors that could happen. Error, and then it starts on fire. I am terrified of 2 tons of sugar becoming alive.
Okay. With
Jesus in my boat, I can smile at the storm, smile at the storm, smile at the storm. With Jesus in my boat, I can smile at the storm till He calls me home. Sailing, 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 sailing home. With Jesus in my boat, I can smile at the storm till He calls me home.
Okay, kids. Now let's take out 4 words. We're going to take out boat and smile and storm and home. So we're not going to say any of them. And what sound does the storm make? That's the only one you can make a sound for, okay? Ready? Here we go. With Jesus in my boat, I can with Jesus in my boat, I can till He calls me home. Sailing, 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 sailing. With Jesus in my boat, I can till He calls me home. Got you on some of that. Okay, now we're going to take out all the action words, okay?
Yeah.
Here we go.
It's good.
With in my I can God can keep you safe?
Because you taught me that he can. Of course he can. Because he's Jesus. He can do anything. He made everything. Surely if he can create everything that exists, you can surely put your trust in him. Sometimes there's miracles that happen if you believe in Jesus.
Did you say miracles?
Yeah, when you believe in Jesus. Sometimes Jesus could just make everything better.
Here we've got Peter and Philip and Andy, short for Andrew, and Jesus.
Let's go to the other side of the lake. Okay. You don't like the look of those clouds. I don't know what you look at that. I don't like the look of those clouds. Come again.
Suddenly, a violent storm sweeps across the sea. But Jesus stays asleep.
I knew those clouds were a bad sign. Yeah, those clouds. Where's the anchor? Where's the anchor? Oh no! We're taking it too much water. We're gonna sink soon.
Still sleeping.
Jesus, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Please be still. I'm gonna get a fish. Me too. I have to cook it. There.
Who is this that even the wind and waves obey him? The disciples were very shocked and amazed that Jesus had the power to calm the storm.
This last little while, we've been watching the sun go down. And as we've been thinking about this last little while about things that make us worried, things that make us nervous, and reasons that we need to trust God, a big fear that I had was watching the sun go down, of all things. Because every day I saw the sun go down, I remember thinking to myself, there's another day lost, another moment of my life is gone. And I felt like everything was spiraling out of control every time I saw it go down. But God is not limited by time, and he's not limited by our circumstances or our fears. He's above it all. And so we can trust him. And that's what we've been encouraging the kids about lately, and it's been encouraging to me as well.
When I am afraid, I will trust in you. I will trust in you. I will trust in you. When I am afraid, I will trust in you. In God whose word I praise. When I am afraid, I will trust in you. I will trust in you. I will trust in you. When I am afraid, I will trust in you. In God whose word I praise. In God I trust. When I am afraid, in God I trust. In
When I am afraid, I will trust in you, in God whose word I praise. When I am afraid, I will trust in you, I will trust in you, I will trust in you. When I am afraid, I will trust in you, in God whose word I praise. When I am afraid, I will trust in you, I will trust in you, I will trust in you. When I am afraid, I will trust in you, in God whose word I praise. In God I trust. When I am afraid, in God I trust. In God whose word I praise. When I am afraid, I will trust in you, I will trust in you, I will trust in you. When I am afraid, I will trust in you, in God whose word I praise.
Thanks for joining us this week here at the Fireside, and I hope that you enjoyed your time with us here. Next week, I'm hoping that maybe we can share a song that I was reminded of when one of my kids was sharing a little bit about something that he's reminded that God can always do. And so if you want, you can join us again for that. In the meantime, hope you all have a really good rest tonight, and may God bless you this week as you trust in Him. If you've stuck around this whole time, you will have enjoyed Jesus in My Boat. Hopefully it was enjoyable. But if you were sitting there thinking to yourself, yeah, but that's a kid's song. I need something that, is made for adults like me. Well, you can just follow along with this simple version of that song. I give you With Christ in My Vessel. With Christ in my vessel, I can lift up my countenance at the inclement meteorological system. Lift up my countenance at the inclement meteorological system. Lift up my countenance at the inclement meteorological system. With Christ in my vessel, I can lift up my countenance at the inclement meteorological system, till He summons me hither to my domicile, traversing, 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 traversing to my domicile. With Christ in my vessel, I can lift up my countenance at the inclement meteorological system, until He summons me hither to my domicile. Now everybody sing along. With Christ in my